Howdy, my name is Caitlin Kruger, and this is my biofuel video project for Bio 111. Overview, so I'm going to be going over the background, how it's grown, how the production, its status, the carbon footprint impact, the economic impact, the communication of use, personnel and my personal analysis, and the plan of action I have. So my biofuel is biodiesel, and it's known as reusable diesel and is a biodegradable fuel cultivated from oils, fats from animals, or used greases. There's also a hydrocarbon that is um, analogous chemically to traditional diesel. In the 1930s, they had a great idea of splitting fatty acids from glycerin and vegetable oils in hopes to yield a thinner product similar to petroleum diesel. Then in 1937, the government granted Georges Javanis a license for creating ethyl ester palm oil, which is traditionally known as biodiesel today. So it's cultivated from it's extracted from soybean oils and other oils seen on the picture on the right. And it can also be taken from yellow grease and various fats. And in the end, it creates a product that can solidify and gel in low temperatures, and it has very high lubricancy, so great for oil. How it's produced from a biological standpoint, the extraction it goes through a process of esterification and transesterification. So transesterification is a process of catalytic reactions, transforming lipids into fatty methyl esters. It also describes the alcoholysis of carboxyl esters and fermentation of crops with large abundance of sugar or fats, which is converted into ethanol and releases a co-product of glycerin. The carbon-oxygen bond of the original ester breaks, and also the functional group OR bond breaks off of the original ester and is built onto the new ester, which is that esterification, which is the creation of a new ester. So all these bonds being broken are put onto the new ester, and then it's washed with water, and then it's eventually sat out to dry and becomes biodiesel. Development status, so you see on the right, this is a picture of the biodiesel factories, and it is pretty widely available, especially in the US, with 1.77 billion gallons of biodiesel produced every year. Over 80 countries outside the US have it in high demand. And as you can see on the bottom, the graph on the bottom, from 1999 to 2019, the production has absolutely just skyrocketed. The carbon footprint. So basically, biodiesel has little to no impact on the carbon footprint, so it doesn't release that much carbon emission. And compared to traditional diesel, it actually is 78% less. As you can see on the chart on the right, the production is just going down in the negatives because it doesn't release that much at all. Economic impact. So biodiesel lowers the cost of motor fuels, creates new jobs and markets for farmers, and reduces overall energy costs. And it is a great total economic output for the US for those countries that do have it in high demand. But it also can raise crop prices and food prices. And as you see on the right, the production it's great for the economy. It's there and it's not going anywhere. Efforts to communicate its use. So some places, especially in the US, have some laws, some incentives, and some regulations for this. And so some of that includes the biodiesel education grants and the biodiesel and ethanol infrastructure grants, and it is openly supported by the EPA and the EIA. My personal analysis is that biodiesel is a great alternative. It's environmental friendly. It dramatically increases the economy stability, and I think it'll be great for just overall technology moving forward and whatnot. My plan of action would be to create a car company that only sells biodiesel run cars and heavily advertise that and give incentives to people, like maybe, hey, you get a free trial for this car, or hey, you get money for trying out my car. And I would also create solar panel like devices that convert biodiesel into energy that can be used for like electricity in homes, AC in homes, any kind of energy consumption process. And I would offer free installation for that as well. And I would heavily advertise everything. But yeah, and here are my resources. Thanks, and giggle.